Normally, when I start a new episode of the Range Minded podcast, I throw the fancy intro with the noise and the fancy fanfare. But as you can see, this episode's going to be a little bit different. I decided to dress up for this occasion. Not to impress the ladies by any means, but to impress upon your minds the importance of the things that I'm going to be talking about tonight. Now, I wasn't planning on sharing this special version of the podcast, at least this variant of it, but tonight's important. Today's May 13th, 2024. Today is the day that my friend Dexter Taylor received his sentencing. Now, I know that the defense wanted the minimum amount as possible, which would have been 3 years, which is understandable, even though the laws were completely unconstitutional. The prosecution, on the other hand, felt that 8 years, give or take, would have been sufficient for Dexter's time served. But out of vengeance, in my opinion, the judge, the same judge that tried him, I'm assuming was only offended by things that she felt were a personal attack, decided to go beyond the 8 years recommended by the state and give Dexter Taylor 10 years. Yes, you heard me correctly. Dexter Taylor was sentenced today to 10 years in federal prison under a violent crime that had no victims, no violence. Dexter Taylor was sentenced to 10 years today for a constitutionally protected right, the right to keep and bear arms. Though the judge, in her own words, felt to say to Dexter's defense that the Second Amendment has no place in my courtroom. Tyranny. Tyranny starts in many places, and in this case, in Dexter's case, tyranny took place in her courtroom, not the state's, her courtroom. It's a terrible ordeal that Dexter has to go through. It's a terrible ordeal for his family. He has a teenage daughter that if he has to serve his full sentence, will be almost 30 years old when she gets to hug her dad again. Dexter should be a free man. He did no wrong. And for that reason, I tell you friends again today that I stand with Dexter Taylor. Dexter's case is our case. This could easily happen to any one of us. We need to stand up, united as one people, to fight against tyranny. It's coming. It's knocking at our doorsteps. We need to stop being apathetic. We need to unite and let those who we hire to represent us know how we feel about things. I'm not calling for arms and violence. No, I'm calling for words. Action. We must participate. The tyranny is starting. Actually, it's probably started years ago. But now, more than ever, we must stand. The preamble of the Constitution gave us the remedy for this problem. We, the people. Today, I call you all to action as one united free people to stand and make your voices heard. Dexter's case is our case, and it is truly we the people.